We have a new moon today, and it's all about welcoming in the new beginnings, the fresh starts, planting the seeds for our future. We may see the world as a blank canvas under this time, or maybe a clean slate. It invites us in to set intentions and embark on new adventures, initiate new projects. It's a time of heightened introspection, reflection, where we can assess our goals, our dreams, our desires, and align our actions with our intentions. So when the new moon occurs in each sign, it charges the energy with unique qualities and characteristics associated with that sign. Each zodiac sign has its own energy, symbolism, themes, and it changes our focus. It sets the stage for what area of our life we change our focus to. So what does that mean for us when the new moon occurs in Taurus? Well, sit back, relax, and join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, own this energy, move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus for May the 7th, 2024. I think I'm also going to include the 8th in here because really there's not a lot happening tomorrow because this energy is so intense that we'll be discussing. So let's start with the 7th though, okay? The energy of the 7 today, that is about wanting to bring in beauty and harmony in our relationships and our environments. We want balance. We want that feeling of safety, belonging. We want to grow our love, grow our bonds, deepen our bonds with others. And if we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 5 plus a 7 plus an 8. That gives us a 20 energy. That is about turns in the road, being at a fork in the road, so to speak. There's new choices, new focuses that we need to put our attention on now. 2 plus 0 is a 2 energy. That is about the magic that does surround us, but it is more important for you to go within. Sit in quiet contemplation and discover the magic in you, your talents, your abilities, the unique self. Allow your self-expression out for the world to see. Now, if we look at May the 8th, the 8 energy obviously is wonderful because it is our prosperity number. It is our abundance, prosperity, growing our wealth, material wealth as well as financial, growing our stature, our strength, our confidence are all intertwined in the 8 energy. And if we do the daily numerology for that, it'd be a 5 plus an 8 plus an 8, which gives us a 21. And that talks about a brand new world opening up to us. There may be some things that we need to take care of in order to really embrace that new path that awaits us, but it does mark the time when it's so. 2 plus 1 is a 3, and that is all about our communication, our transformation. We get a little curious too. The only other change for May the 8th, and then we'll go right into the 7th and stick with the 7th, is that the moon will be moving into Gemini around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have even another full day, really, of the Taurus moon. Okay, so let's dive into the astrology. Sun is in Taurus, our moon is in Taurus, and joins the sun at 18 degrees for our new moon to take place. Now, 18 is our inner child, our center. It is about grounding ourselves. It is about inviting in the things that bring in happiness, joy, laughter, smiles, giggles. What motivates us, what fills us with enthusiasm. What are our passions, our deepest desires, our dreams? And how do we go forward with a strength? Okay, so the new moon, it's definitely a potent alignment that amplifies the Taurus energy. So our focus will turn to stability, our 5 senses, security, finances, material wealth, and adopting a practical mindset. Remember that Taurus is an earth sign, so we need to ground ourselves. We need to get out in nature. We need to have that perseverance. It's also Taurus is about, I think I already said it, material wealth. Okay, so pretty sure I said that already. There's a strong focus on building a solid foundation, indulging in our sensual pleasures. So, that's when we want to have that beautiful dinner, or perhaps if you're trying to grow and bond within a relationship, you cook a dinner together and fill the air with a beautiful aroma, enjoy a beautiful meal. Maybe take a walk in nature after that, or turn on some music. We want to do things that nurture our mind, our body, and our soul. And we want to start working these things in so it's a regular part of our life. It's not a one-off, a spa day, but just a walk in nature. You don't need to spend any money in order to appreciate yourself, in order to pamper yourself, in order to nurture yourself. So it's definitely a time to set intentions related to finances, possessions, personal values. We will be seeking to bring in or to create a sense of security, a sense of comfort in our life. And it's the perfect time to plant your seeds with the intention in the areas of money, security, or maybe understand your relationship to money. I think for the weeklies, every one of you had something about your money and your relationship to money, or how to grow your money, or where to look at when you're looking at your money. There was something for everybody in there. So make sure you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, okay? So, and we're asked to slow down, right? Taurus energy. It's slowing down. It's tuning into our senses, our five senses. It's connecting with the natural world, okay? It's picking up the heartbeat of Mother Nature, so to speak. It's a time for reflection, introspection, setting some practical goals that support our long-term growth, our long-term prosperity. Now, the new moon, so both the sun and moon, will sextile Saturn in Pisces. And so this encourages us to confront our deepest fears, where we feel insecure, not enough. Another thing that I went into depth with each and every sign, I believe. And how to work towards spiritual growth, emotional healing. So this energy actually creates an opportunity to blend the grounded energy of Taurus with the compassionate and intuitive energy of Pisces. It helps us to manifest our dreams with a patience, with a persistence, with a practical approach, a strategy. It's a time to own our actions. It's a time to set boundaries. It's a time to commit to personal development, spiritual development, maybe financial or career development. We want to plant the seeds of intention. We want to build a solid and secure foundation for the future, while we also nurture our emotional and spiritual well-being. So it's a beautiful energy. Just, it's got, every area of our lives really kind of covered in bringing in that sense of safety, security, being grounded, and yet feeling alive and enjoying everything in our surroundings. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Okay, our underlying energy for today, and I would say tomorrow. Look at this. The three of wands comes out. Where is the glare? There we go. Okay, so the Three of Wands comes out. And we stand there and we look into the abyss of our tomorrow. And we start getting curious about what we can put into our tomorrow. What kind of goals, what kind of dreams, what kind of seeds do we want to plant to grow our tomorrow? What is it going to take from us? What are the steps that might need to be taken? Eventually we'll move over to the second wand, and we may include a lot of the first, or it might be something completely different, but we look at our path going forward in different ways. Okay? Eventually we'll move over to the third wand. That is probably when we will make the decision. Okay, but this energy is giving a new energy that we are just starting to be called to. So what happens here is you are You are like essentially setting yourself up so that when the energy hits, you're also doing these things. You are setting the intentions. You are looking into your tomorrow. Notice we don't get a lot of information here. It's wide open. It's expansive, telling us that there could be more than one area of our life that's going to be affected. We have the Five of Swords, so it's playing nicely with others. It's having a healthy ego. Okay, we don't want to have money just to hoard it. We want to be of service to others. We want to invest that money. We want to allow that money to flow through us and to us, right? So, we have to watch our egos and why we are setting a goal, a dream, or a desire, okay? Do we want that F-150 in our driveway because everybody else has an F-150 in their driveway? Or it's because you something truly want? I'm the only one with an F-150 in the neighborhood, so it's what makes you happy, right? Remember that heart center. Remember that 18 energy coming in for us and allowing us to look at our heart center. I don't even think I said 1 + 8 is a 9, and the 9 is all about completions, endings, but only to make room for the new beginnings, the new starts. So we may say that we want to do something going forward, but for some reason we can't. There's something limiting us, something blocking us, something standing in our way from allowing us to go forward. It could be a fear, it could be an anxiety, it could be a truth that you have lived by up till now. This also tells me that many of you will be getting advice from other people. Understand where that advice is coming from. If it's somebody who has already walked the walk that you want to walk, well, that's a lot of W's in there, then listen to them, okay? Because they may warn you of some pitfalls that you will fall into unless you have the awareness, the knowledge of it, and be able to avoid it, be able to strategize around it, perhaps. But if it's your next door neighbor, be careful, because your next door neighbor has walked their path and they have their mindset when they are looking at your dreams and your potential. And so they don't realize, they can't see what's in your mind. And so they may just not want to see you get hurt or frustrated or saddened in some way. So they go, oh, you shouldn't do that. I know a cousin, I just read in the paper, I heard the other day on TV, and they have all these different stories of negativity to pull us down. Now, there's another reason why they pull us down a little bit, because if we were to succeed, what does that say about them? So understand where the information is coming from, and so it's a little bit of a balance within our relationships. We are going to be putting a little bit of space in some of our relationships, and we're going to draw other people near us. It is a new moon energy, so we could meet brand new people in our life, like-minded people that will help us along the way, help us to move forward, maybe partner with us to move forward. We have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles for this week's readings, I got it more of a gift is being given to you for your past work, for your past efforts, something to stabilize you, something to ground you, something that almost is a nod of approval for how you are moving forward, saying, this will help you on your way kind of thing. So look for the magic of the moment. Look for something to appear that really helps you out. Maybe you took your car to the garage and they said it's going to cost you thousands of dollars, I can tell you right now, and then they phone you up and they said, you know what, we noticed this one little part and we can replace that for like $50 and you can be on your way. All of a sudden, rather than that big huge bill, it turns out to be something small, or you might have a small windfall if you need a little bit of a cash flow in order to start walking into the new path. But most times we don't need anything other than our courage to take that step. And we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is one where we want to bring in a balance into our life. So once again, we're going back to that 18 energy of wanting that balance, of bringing in the things that bring us happiness, joy, celebration, but also we are able to take care of our obligations and responsibilities and meet those things. We may be looking at where we have control in our life and where we can let go of the control. We may look where we need to surrender in our life. We may look and see what we can add to our life just by moving some things around. Maybe you're just not going to sit there and Netflix binge for a couple of hours. Maybe you're going to do something at the very end. You might have time for half an episode or something before you want to go to bed. Turn that, because Netflix isn't sending you the check, okay? Just in case, just want to make it clear. Netflix will not be sending you a check, or sending you any kind of real happiness, especially when we pay the bill. But you can do other things during that time period to move towards financial success, prosperity, abundance. So it's about understanding what we're doing and really bringing in a balance so that everything that we're doing has some kind of value, or it supports us in some way of moving one step closer to our dreams each and every day. Because if we just sit here and we allow yesterday or today to be like yesterday and tomorrow to be like today, then we're not ever going to be able to get out of that rut. We're not going to be able to push ourselves into that dynamic energy. So we have to tweak it somehow, however little. Maybe you're only going to allow yourself one episode on Netflix tonight because you're going to do this for 40 minutes. Give yourself that time. Give your dreams that time that they are deserving of in order to grow the successes you can see in your mind today. We'll get an oracle card. Be in service, 41. So that's where we allow the energy to flow through us and to us, right? When it comes to prosperity, okay? It's what we give of ourselves. There was a gentleman, I've got to get his name so that you can look it up, because he did it, I believe, a TED Talk very close to, I think it was his last televised or film thing that he did, public thing that he did as a speaker, as a motivational speaker. He was given so many days, but he went out there and he tried to give his money away, and he was quite wealthy, and so he was making this great attempt to give all of his money away before he passed away, and he ended up passing away with like 3 times more than he had, because he kept pushing it out. Every time it came to him, he was shoveling it back into different organizations and different grassroots organizations in order to help them grow, in order to help them be successful. So we have be in service. 4 + 1 is a 5. So the 5 is all about creating joy and happiness, laughter in our life. We'll get the book out for this and see what they have to tell us about the 41, about being in service. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding open a door, joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help create the energy needed to support humanity. So that will create the energy needed to support humanity. What if that was that sole responsibility of you? What if every time some money came in, you also gave some of that money back to the community, and the community thrived because of it, and because of that, those families thrived, and it became a better neighborhood. And years later, it's still snowballing the effects of what you started out to do, just by holding a door open, taking the time to say hello. We'll get an animal card here. Of course, we'll do a journey of love card as well, because it is a new moon. So understand your relationship with money a little bit more. Look at where, when you try and hold on to money, it turns into like sand or water. 2 things you definitely can't hold in your hand. Because when you start to get a stronger relationship with money, there is money in the bank. There is money to pay the bills. And there is also money to help another. Okay, we have freaky King of Air. The humpback whale came out again for us. Okay, so intelligent, impartial, respected, unemotional. Now, Taurus is one, even though we're very sensual and sensitive, our emotion, we very much go to the practical, the logical, before we stray into the emotional. So we've got the humpback whale there. It's a very important time that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. And we talked a little bit about seeking out or hearing people's opinions or what they thought of our dreams, our goals, our desires. Don't let anybody flatline your dreams, your goals. Just turn a deaf ear to that. They mean well, but they're wrong. Okay, we got 15, the mother prays. 15, the mother prays. There's a little bit about communication there. We got a blue card right after, which is your throat chakra. So it never hurts to clear your chakras. Okay? Turn the energy clockwise if you're in the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, you want to do counterclockwise. But either way, you can go back and forth on it too to clear out. Just imagine a circle of light blue. It also has some purples here too. So it could be our third eye opening up to us. Oh, this one's extremely short. Okay, here we go. Let's get the card so you can see it. The mother prays. I love you. Holding your breath in my kiss, your heartbeat in my arms. Driving home. I could see you sitting beside me, not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed, your coat open and inviting. The soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips. Into my heart, because I know you are still here. You are being watched over. Many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being, masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. Sometimes you may not feel so pure, and that's okay. The mother prays for you not because you are about to do something ridiculous and you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living to your full potential. She wraps you in waves of light and love and consciousness that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. The mother prays. So fear not, and just live your life. This oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help, to empower her to do so. You have her great blessings. And it's very true. When we shed a tear, our angels are sobbing, but they are powerless to intervene. Because we do have free will. So they have to stand back and let us falter. Unless we say, I need your help. Then they can come in. Then they can assist us in some way. So make sure that each and every day you ask for that divine energy to come in and infuse your existence. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.